Hello guys and welcome back to another video, and today we will be looking at a scenario where the Portuguese Empire came back in 2023. So of course here we have Portugal, we have Brazil, we have Angola, and we have Mozambique. So yeah, let's go ahead and begin, as honestly here, Portugal's not going to do much. Our main player is going to be Brazil, so think of this as more Brazil with a small buff against these countries rather than Portugal with some other countries against them. Because yeah, Brazil's the powerhouse here. Portugal might help a bit, same thing with Mozambique and Angola. Let's go and begin, as they do want to connect up as Mozambique and Angola through Zimbabwe, Zambia, and Malawi. Not going to be a very difficult war for them. They just begin to absolutely zoom into the... is it still called Rhodesia? I'm pretty sure it is. Well, that's all gone now. Yeah, it's not great for all these countries. Also, if you hear something in the background, I have no idea what that is, but honestly, I doubt you can even hear it. The sound shouldn't be picking it up, but if you can, then not much I can do about it. So yeah, they just connected up Mozambique and Angola through Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Malawi, and I mean, that's already increased their power by a lot. I mean, in size, they were already very, very high up there, as I said, owning Brazil. But now they're only going to grow that as they go ahead and declare war on Botswana and Namibia, as well as declaring war on Tanzania, Burundi, Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. From there, they declare war on South Sudan, and I mean, they're really just going, they're going for it. They're going for it. They're snaking around the DRC, but taking over a lot of the rest of Africa. Yeah. Yeah. Actually. Portugal, wait, did they hold down Guinea-Bissau, I believe it was? I mean, no. Yes. Well, it's theirs now anyway. And the Gambia question mark? No, that was the UK inside of France. Yes. Okay, I don't know. There were a lot of weird colonies like Sierra Leone here. You'd think it would be France's, but it was actually the UK's. Liberia, well, yeah, no, not really. Yeah, kind of colonized, but not necessarily, not exactly. Weird situation with them. But hey, Portugal just declared war on a lot of Africa, and they're gonna absolutely destroy them. As once again, this is not really Portugal, but this is Brazil doing this. They quickly push into northern Namibia and into Botswana, capturing the capital, and both of these countries surrender. With the fall of both Namibia and Botswana, they dedicate all efforts to Tanzania, as the blue team army is not here yet. This is solely these countries fighting against them, and Portugal's main strategy here is going to be kill them before they can get their act together. Like right now, they're solely fighting Tanzania, although it looks weird. Burundi and Rwanda, Uganda, and Kenya. But by the time they meet the South Sudanese border, there are a lot more blue team troops there to fight. From there, they do begin to push into the Congo, Gabon, and Equatorial Guinea, along with into the Central African Republic. And I mean, they're only at war with incredibly weak countries here. Maybe Cameroon would put up a fight. South Sudan is far too poor and unstable for that. And all these countries over here, well, they're all about to die. See, I believe Guinea-Bissau was a Portuguese colony, even though I forgot to include in the thumbnail. But honestly, it doesn't really matter because this is all a Portuguese colony now. So yeah, Portugal now, probably one of the largest countries on Earth, rivaling Russia at this point, if not rivaling Canada, the United States, and China. Yeah, no, they're not rivaling Russia yet, but they are definitely rivaling, as I said, China, the United States, and Canada who are the second, third, fourth, and fourth countries. When it comes to size, it's disputed if the USA or China is in third, but Canada is definitely in second, and well, now Portugal's competing for that spot. So I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it depends on if you count lakes. Depends on how you count things, what you count as land area. But then you have to change everything. So I'm just going to stop talking about this. We were only supposed to say how massive Portugal is now. But yeah. They're up there. They're comes to population as well, if you didn't know, Africa has just massive populations. Right now, you still wouldn't think it's too big, but I mean, Africa, their population is growing, to say the least. Just search up like the demographics of any country in Africa, population pyramid, I think they're called, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You will see what I'm talking about by they are pumping out the babies. I'm pretty sure Niger's the one with the most in the world. So yeah, Portugal here. They're being stopped here as, well, they don't want to fight the DRC quite yet. They would win, actually. But hey, the DRC is a hard fight. They have a lot of like jungle. That would be incredibly annoying for Portugal to fight. And I mean, they've just joined a defense pact with South Africa. Do you know who else is in a defense pact? Well, pretty much all of North Africa. There's the South African. Yeah, it's not even an alliance. They're just gonna annex Lesotho and Eswatini. I always do this in my videos. I call it a precautionary measure of South Africa intending to increase their size, to increase their power. But in the end, I'm only doing that to make the borders look better. Because they look so much better with that. See, a massive alliance here in North Africa is stopping Portuguese expansion mostly, along with the DRC and Ethiopia making an alliance, and South Africa and Nigeria. So yeah, these powers are grouping together or just making a massive alliance to stop Portuguese expansion on the continent. From there, well, where are they going to go? They're going to go to South America. They're going to go your mine and your mine. It's not really just the Brazilian Empire, but it's even stronger. And they're getting a whole lot of colonies as well. With so much land in Africa and in South America. Here, let's just... What spot would this even be in? I don't want to say first, because Russia's massive, but they're definitely competing for second. They're definitely competing against Canada for second. Well, where are they going to go from here? Well, they're going to say that you're mine and you're mine, and then South America is going to say enough, and make a massive Latin pact with everyone except Venezuela, including Mexico and a lot of the Caribbean, against them. Well, sadly for Venezuela, they weren't allowed to join, so they were destroyed by Portugal. But the rest of this continent does get an alliance. It is eventually taken up by the United States to form the American Entente. So yeah, that stops Portugal from expanding in the Americas, but where can they still expand? Well, in Europe, there's a massive alliance between France and the UK. But sadly for Spain, they're not in it. So yeah, Portugal is now at war with Spain, who you'd normally think would destroy them, but look at this map again and now tell me who's going to win. Portugal is. Portugal quickly pushes to Madrid, pushes up into Galicia, pushes down to southern Spain. Catalonia rebels. The Balearic Islands fall. They meet up in the middle, capture Madrid, capture Valencia, Barcelona was already captured, and Portugal just annexed Spain. So yeah, they might give Catalonia independence, but for now, I mean, this is just gonna be what it looks like. Honestly, I think I'm gonna end it here because Portugal has expanded in all directions. They are now stopped by the American Pact, the two African Pacts, and although they might be able to stop them eventually, honestly here I think they've grown themselves enough to say that their empire is not at all stable. It would die within a few weeks. It would die within a few days. But hey, massive empire, huge, high population. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye.